a senior scientist at the Institute for Noetic Science, is a leading voice in the study of the sixth sense.
Most people, at one time or another, have an experience that they might call an intuitive hunch or a gut feeling. The prototypical case is driving down the road and you're coming to an intersection and you just get a bad feeling, so you slow down. Something feels spooky. And a truck goes through the red light and would have hit you broadside if you had not slowed down. Well, what is that? Sometimes it's coincidence. Sometimes people make up things. The presentiment experiment is a way of seeing whether or not, in principle, that sometimes it's actually because you're getting your future experience. You put your up.
Dean has developed a scientific method to test whether people can really anticipate events in the future, an ability he calls presentiment. Today, he's working with a volunteer, Janet.
Okay, thanks.
He has asked her to look at a series of images on a computer monitor while he records her body's physiological responses. What she looks at are a randomized series of photos, some planned, some emotionally charged. Dean charts Janet's skin conductance, a measure of her stress level, against the types of images she was seeing. What Dean and any other psychological research should expect to find is a sharp change in the response right after an emotionally jarring image. But that's not what he finds.
This line shows where the actual picture shows up. So if this picture shows up here, you would think that there shouldn't be any difference in the overall average of the emotional pictures and overall average of the calm pictures. But when she sees an emotional picture, there's a bump up. So we go backwards in time, 5 seconds before, and we can see that from that moment, that if it's going to be an emotional picture, she's already becoming emotional as compared to the calm. This difference is what I call a presentiment response.
According to Dean's research, Janet's body is responding to the pictures 5 seconds before she sees them. It's the same effect he's found in hundreds of trials over the past 30 years. All of his subjects show this presentiment response.
It appears as though the information is leaking backwards in time. What this experiment suggests is that there's some kind of anticipatory effect that's 5 seconds. We don't know what the limit is.
If our minds really can see into the future, how can we explain it scientifically?